Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and today I'm sharing with you the stages of a twin flame relationship. Watch this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are looking for more help and support on your twin flame journey, your new earth relationships, or just your ascension in general, please check the link in the description. You can see how you can work with me one-on-one. It'll take you to my website where you can fill out a one-on-one form, and if you're looking for more support, you can do it that way. But all in all, thanks for being here. Hit the subscribe button and like and comment on this video. And today we are talking about the stages of a twin flame relationship. First stage, the pre-meeting stage. So a lot of people don't include this in their stages of twin flame relationships, but I think it's important just because of the fact that when you're meeting your twin flame, it actually starts well before you meet them in physical reality, right? So for a lot of people, their twin flame journey actually starts, as they're having their kind of spiritual awakening. So things that you might notice before you meet your twin flame, a lot of people will see the 1111 is a very common twin flame number. So if you're someone that has noticed 1111 for a long time in your life, or it's just been one of your signs, that may be a precursor to meeting your twin. Also, evolutions in things like seeing more signs and synchronicities in your life. Whether or not you're worried about having a twin, just noticing signs and synchronicities means that you're more guided by your spirit or your higher self. And the twin flame journey is actually all about embodying deeper your spirit or your higher self in order to progress in your human evolution. So if you're someone that lives your life a lot through the flow, a lot through signs and synchronicities, then that is going to all be that pre-stage. The other thing you might notice is you're dreaming of your twin, and you might not recognize it as your twin. It might be recurring dreams of just this deep feeling of love with somebody, and you might not have a face for them in the dream, but it's more so going to be a feeling, right? So for me, I remember having a dream of my twin and talking telepathically when my twin touched my third eye, and we were talking telepathically. And so I had this years before meeting my twin, and the feeling of depth and love and care for one another was just unlike anything else I've ever experienced, right? And so I actually dreamt of my twin before even meeting them, like years before meeting them, and right before meeting my karmic. So I actually had confused that dream as thinking my karmic was the twin and my higher self was telling me to get ready for that relationship. Side note, which it was doing that, but I had thought my twin was closer to me than what it really was. So it ended up taking me longer to meet my twin than I had thought it was going to. So yes, these are the things you may notice in your pre-meeting the twin stage. Just lots of signs and synchronicities. Those can be unique to you. Dreaming about this perfect partner or this deep, deep love and connection, telepathic type stuff, feeling pulled to go somewhere, do something, just feeling more guided by your higher self is generally where this beginning stage lives. Stage number 2 is actually meeting your twin for the first time. So this for everyone is going to look a little bit different, right? This may be meeting them via the internet. I know 2 or 3 different twin flame connections, good friends of mine, that have met in this way. And this is really common for twin flames right now. So if you're messaging with somebody or you're connecting with somebody who actually lives on the other side of the world, or you have met them, but like online realms, the virtual realms, this is also meeting, right? Your meeting can also be physically meeting. So it depends what you decided for your life. And I've noticed a lot of people have met their twin flames over the last 2 years. So if there's somebody that you're thinking of right now that fits this description, keep in mind it could be them. And meeting doesn't have to be necessarily physically meeting, right? You have dream or astral meeting, you have virtual meeting, and then you have actual physical reality meeting. So for me, it was physical reality. And when you meet this person, when you meet your twin, there's going to be instant recognition, instant connection, instant rapport, like you just trust them, instant attraction to them. You just want to find out more. You want to like dive in deep with them. You can talk about things with them that you couldn't maybe talk about with other people. You see them very clearly, maybe in a way that they've never been seen before, or never been accepted before. All of these things can signal the meeting of your twin. Third stage, this is the dreaded stage for most people. This is the separation stage. Now keep in mind that separation is so important, and if you haven't, definitely watch this video. I talk all in this video about the real purpose of separation, and that it's really not what you think it is. It's not to make you miserable. It's not to learn to hate your twin. It's actually for a very positive reason. So the separation stage to me is super important. And I know it's not always comfortable, and I know it's not always happy and, you know, clouds and rainbows, but keep in mind it is a really important stage. So this is going to be the stage where you guys are not physically together. And for anybody, again, your twin flame journey is your twin flame journey. My twin flame journey is my twin flame journey, right? So for me, my separation stage lasted about 6 months. I know people that their separation stage lasts lifetimes, right? So don't be discouraged by this, but there is a wide range. You might meet your twin in one life, they catalyze some growth for you, and then you're meant to be in union with them for another life. A lot of people that, especially right now, because we're in New Earth, because we're in ascension stages, a lot of people are going to actually have union with their twin in this lifetime. So that's very, very exciting, especially if you're very empathic, you're highly sensitive, or you're here to do some sort of spiritual work on behalf of the collective. Know that union is probably likely in this lifetime, if you identify with all of that kind of collective humanitarian type work. But during your separation stage is when you're going to be looking inward a lot. You're going to be missing them like crazy, of course, always. I remember when I was in separation, every night before I would go to bed, I would say my partner's name in my head like 3 times before going to bed. And I would imagine his body like pressed up against mine and his energy, and that would help me sleep so well. So yes, there's going to be a lot of missing each other, and you know, this time period is just as long as you guys need it to be. So whatever lessons you need to learn, whatever shifts you need to make, it could be 3 weeks, it could be 2 months, it could be 2 years, it could be, you know, like I said, lifetimes. So this is really just a matter of what you decided as a soul before coming into this incarnation. Number 4, this is the stage where separation ends and union begins. So in your twin flame union, this means that your physical bodies are actually together. So you are existing in the same place, or you are confirmed in an actual legit relationship. You have decided that you are coming together to work together and to move forward in life together. So again, this can look a number of ways. We have a lot of virtual relationships going on now. So union can start in terms of you meet your twin flame online. Maybe you meet in person for a week or two. They have to leave and go back home to wherever they're from, but you guys decide that you're in a relationship, right? So that point, that mutual decision to work together to be in relationship is the beginning of union, right? And physical union can refer to a few different things, right? Physical union can refer to the sex. Physical union can refer to just physically being in the same place or physically being in a relationship together. So any number one of those things, right? We have lots of different combinations here on planet Earth. We have lots of different options of how you want to confront these different union types of dynamics. So just keep in mind that it doesn't have to look one way. It can look a lot of different ways. And as long as you and your twin are on the same page, that's really all that matters, right? So stage 4, union, amazing, of course. And I'm going to add a stage 5, which is when you guys are actually moving together as one. Now, I don't believe that there is an amount of time for this, but I know definitely in my own, I was physically in union with my twin, but still in the runner mindset. So this caused a decent amount of like conflict in my relationship, just because my initial reaction when things went wrong or when there was conflict was to run again, right? To think, oh gosh, maybe this isn't working. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Maybe I should go back home, right? So mentally, I'm very much still a runner when things go wrong. And this can be toxic if you're not aware of it, right? So because I'm very aware, because I talk about twin flames on my channel, I understand that my perspective is from the runner's perspective, right? So I operate under that perspective even though I'm in union with my twin. So something that you have to keep in mind is, for me, the 5th stage has to do with like real true union, and that has to do with when you are surrendered to working as one, which means you don't see your twin as your enemy, right? You don't see them as somebody who's keeping you from your happiness. You don't put your conflict or your personal issues on them. You realize that they are there to make your life easier. They're there to help you evolve, and you kind of let go of attachments of what you think it should be or should look like. So this has to do with really being in the flow of your relationship and all the dynamics that come with that. So to me, I added stage 5 on there because I think it's really important, especially if you're currently in your twin flame relationship, to know that it's not always going to be happy and sunny all the time, right? And that we shift through different levels of being more in complete union with our twin and being more in partial union with our twin, right? And relationships are living, breathing things. They go through phases and they go through movement. And so it's important to know that there are going to be times where you guys are working together exactly as, you know, the divine intended you to, and there are going to be times where you're kind of more so fighting each other or fighting or warring with yourself, and those are both really important stages, and just know that those stages are going to continue throughout your union. You're never going to feel like, oh God, I've made it, I've arrived, this is it, now I get to live the rest of my life in bliss, right? Maybe if you have an incredible meditation practice, you will experience that. And if you've really let go of all attachments in your life, you'll experience that. But it's not common for most of us. You know, most of us have very set characters and personas and roles that we operate under in this life, which means those are always going to rub up against other people's characters and roles. And that's just natural to have that friction. And it's natural to have that friction with your twin as well. But just keeping yourselves open and knowing that you both are changing and evolving at the same rate, even when it doesn't feel like it, right? So I hope this video helped you. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like button, share it with somebody you know, and subscribe down below for more. If you're looking for additional help in your ascension journey, your twin flame relationships, or just new earth relationships in general, check the link in the description. You can find out how to work with me one-on-one. Thank you guys so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next time. Big love, Serena.